Was it your plan? Can't understand. I love the air you bring, everything. I'm in the sun, a fire is burning. You tell me to hold on tight. I wish that we could stay here forever. I wanna remember. Oh, the sight of you brings the fight in me, makes me wanna move. Fingers down your spine, looking in my eyes, feel your hands on mine. Tonight we're freer than ever. I wanna remember. Oh, we run every endeavor. I wanna Been counting all your aces, you ain't winning. Your phone book full of numbers, staring names. All them vain decisions keep you jaded. You could have found the one, but you won't change. So aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should, I'll be glad to meet me. If I were you, aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should. I make a real good song out of you, time and ticking slow. Yes, you're overdue, aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should. I mean, I really think you should, yeah. Aren't you glad to meet me? I mean, I really think you should. Keep on playing, saying it's in your nature. Then you're gone, so I can blame it all but you. Wanna make you set you up for failure. You should be glad I'm here again. So aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should, I'll be glad to meet me. If I were you, aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should. I make a real good song out of you, time and ticking slow. Yes, you're overdue, aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should. I mean, I really think you should, yeah. Aren't you glad to meet me? I mean, I really think you should, yeah. Aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should, I'll be glad to meet me. If I were you, aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should. I make a real good song out of you, time and ticking slow. Yes, you're overdue, aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should. I mean, I really think you should, yeah. Silent nights recalling you, a souvenir of what it could be. Pieces of my mind are yours. I forgot the parts I'm missing. I pretend that we are okay, like nothing's ever broken. And I pretend that we are dancing, like the nights are never ending.
than this. Reload, they know exactly where he is positioned. They kind of come into the right-hand side of the arena, trying to play ring of roses around him, stall for as much time as possible, but he will not be able to get much done. The defuse will come through for BPRO. No defuse kit needed, as they will be able to return fire against Nordavind.
Yeah, and especially what really helped out this BPRO side to actually win that round. I still think it was those 2 early grenades down Banana. 2 of the players being softened up so early is never a good thing. And when Nordavind had to hit a bomb site, yes, they did have the superior weaponry, but because the HP was so low, I mean, Rubino, for him to win that one, it is a difficult task ahead of him. And well, BPRO, yes, they might have lost the pistol round, but they've recovered. They pick up themselves the second round here, and they've even forced Nordavind to go on an eco. It's not going to be forced by here from the Norwegian side. It is just going to be some of those upgraded pistols coming to play, and that's about it. But BPRO, they're feeling confident already. They're going to acquire presence towards Banana and Rocking. It's actually going to push him for the smoke. That's a risky play. You don't want to be giving away an easy kill like that. But the MAC-10 is looking forward to get some of that easy kills and some easy money to boot.
Meanwhile, aggression coming in from the T side will start to contest here in the apartments. Mid control conceded by Nordavind as they go back towards the Banana position. Very carefully they want to play around this one here, Nordavind. Deal up from Tensky, trying to see if he can catch off visual someone here on the bomb site. No one will give up the ghost here for BPRO though. Maybe, I say that. Finally, Viltrex will give up a little something. Damage going to be done. The deagle reloads, and Raftu will try take that chance to strike. Indeed, Tensky will be first casualty of this round here. That deagle will get picked up by Caden, see if he can do any more damage. Zix also on the short position. Nordavind just slowly pick their way up, but probably shouldn't get much more done than this. One player spotted out, straight back to Zix will deal with Rubino, drop that bomb. Next player spotted out towards long. Viltrex will adjust to him. Croman also goes falling on the mid side, and Cadian falls towards mid, all the same. All 5 players alive for BPRO. A second on the board, and Nordavind look for the buy.
Yeah, Nordavind are definitely looking at an investment moving forward. And of course, it's very nice for BPRO that they've won this round without a single casualty. They have all 5 players surviving. That's going to be great for the economy moving forward. However, now they must face the Norwegian purchase. And it's, well, I mean, in terms of weaponry, it's nice. They actually have got some decent weapons by their side, but they don't really have a lot of utility, which could be the deciding factor. And oh, well, Rubino. Oh, no, he shoots his own teammate in the back. This is not Soviet Russia here, Rubino. You have to shoot the opposition. And well, BPRO, yes, Viltrex and Denny's Law have lost some HP in the engagement, but after all, the manpower is favoring the Bulgarians.
Yeah, Rubino blind firing through that smoke, hoping to support his teammate. In fact, he did much worse than that. Credited with the kill, but at the same time, BPRO did get the majority of the damage done, so there's not really that much you can say about it. Regardless, though, 2-1 on the board. BPRO looking for that third. Viltrex and Dennis Law are in a bit of a difficult position because obviously they haven't got a lot of HP. These kills can easily come in for Nordavind as a result. For now, though, 60 seconds on the clock, and they're playing pretty possum. Raftu backed up here towards the pit position. Backed up 2 more players here on the A-bomb side, one of which is the low HP Viltrex. Zix with the AK in hand is going to be the main man to do damage. Time is once again ticking by for Nordavind's side. They're going to make their move into a bomb site quickly, relatively soon. Got Arch control, could wrap back into B, which actually might be a better play. Denny and Rocking could end up falling super quickly to the likes of Harry, and it looks like that's what they'll do, rotate the remaining T-side forces back and try split into B.
Well, Harry, perfect timing to find that kill onto Denny's Law. This only leaves on the B-bomb, so he's going to have to hold this one down, but it's a difficult task ahead of him with 15 seconds remaining. That's actually the first skill for Rocking. He's going to be looking for more here. If the player's peeking out there one by one, he might succeed, but no. From up and above reigns Cadian, and oh no, Zix though, he might just be able to stop the bomb one. He does so! 1 second remaining, and that is going to be a victory for BPRO. The swift rotation is here, and Zix is looking for the frags here. I didn't even notice that rotation coming in from BPRO, and it works out perfectly. Nordavind, they take over the B-bomb site, but of course, they have no clue about that push from Banana.
Forcing Kalian to rotate out of position. I mean, he would have gone down either way. That was a very quick rotation from Zix and very well played on his part. A third on the board for BPRO. Continuing to stack up the lead against Nordavind. Of course, those rifles save will leave a very tiny amount of cash for Nordavind, and already Rubino goes down. Cadian will trade back, but Raftu trades it all the same. Nice and easy towards the apartments, the damage being done. Again, nets an advantage for the CT side. Nordavind leaving a number of gaps in the fence here against BPRO. This is very, very weird the way that these guys are playing at the moment, but I mean, I'll see whether it might just be like opening match sort of teething issues, potentially. I'm not really sure. We'll find out. A minute and 10 still to go here for Nordavind to make their move into the bomb site. Looking like they'll be playing out towards B one more time, except with the remaining T-side forces. Full commitment via Banana. They have got Viltrex there to support them. Rocking will rotate and try and maintain his position as he did in the last round. The crossfire set from back of the site and over at CT spawn eventually. Rocking will make his way over towards the Coffins position. And Nordavind, all three players set up. Only a couple flashes, a couple smokes at the very. Viltrex will now receive. Smoke towards Cross. He goes down. Rocking line on 2. He gets damage on the first. Well, gets a kill on the first, damage on the second. A 2v2 retake now. This could be Nordavind's chance.
Danny's Law looking for someone here with a big green gun, but it won't really find anything as of yet. The players from Nordavind think this one quite safe, except for one, Hara, holding a position here, the off angle, if you will. He's gonna wait for a player to appear his crosser, and he will punish him. But Hara, he's also looking for a flash to come through, and there we go. Flash wins in, but Hara's way too quick. Good frag for him, but Denny's Law not going to be slowing down. He's looking for the frag here, desperately hoping to get the kill here on Hara, but of course the timer is ticking ever so more, and Denny's Law has no idea about Tensky's peak, and there we go. Nordavind finally pick up themselves the second round here, but BPRO looks like I wanted to see what's the economical situation here for the BPRO players, but I would presume it's still enough to make the purchase here, and if the purchase does come through, we'll see how good it looks. For now, we do have this nice list of the players, and yes, there we go. The purchase is here. It's a bit of a force buy, if you will, because two players are sitting on the pistols and Rafto on the MP9. Denny's Law, however, has got the op, but he's not going to be the one finding the kill. It is Cadian to take care of Rocking, and now Banana is fully controlled by Nordavind.
Nice opening kill there for the AWP of Cadian. As you say, 5-on-4 scenario with Nordavind with full control of Banana here. Slowly creep up here towards that B bomb site. Of course, no one is defending it right now for BPRO. All stacked up towards that A site. Not a lot of weaponry to work with. Only Rocking there to take contact and potentially call in a rotation. But Nordavind slowly creeping up. Eventually will make their way into B. Opt to go for it with the utility coming forward. Will BPRO want to try and rotate in for the retake? They might put Zix over there for the sake of deagle. The rifle is probably more valuable to be saved at this stage. The bomb plant should be secured. Indeed it is by Rubino.
Bomb has been planted.
And yeah, BPRO just gonna wait this one out, you know, not just gonna hold back and keep their weapons in check, you know, not gonna go too quickly for any major aggressive forces. They will just go back and put themselves in that pit position, try and get themselves the weapons into the next round. And that is the best case scenario for them at this stage.
Saving the weapons is key right now for the Bulgarians. If they keep the weapons here, then the next round they will have yet again another possibility to come out on top. Of course, it's imperative that they keep the op in the hands of Denny's Law, Viltrex with the M4. I'm not sure what kind of weapon Rocking might have in possession. I think it might just be another pistol by his side, but absolutely BPRO. Even with the current investment they have here, they got themselves a chance at actually trying and winning the round. I want to say Denny's Law actually maybe trying to become a bit of a more mobile opera. You know, him being the opera, probably the one who can find opening kills. You want to see him out here one round in middle, one round in Banana. I want to see him trying to find the early opening frag for BPRO, and as of now, he's heading over towards Banana. He's going to have to engage someone like Cadian or some other player here from Nordavind. Utility being used here to deter the peak from Denny's Law, but he's still going to hold the corner, whereas the remaining players from Nordavind will now take over some mid presence.
Nice up here towards Quad and Flower Pot. Looking like Nordavind are going to go quickly into this one. Flashbang's evaded. Zix still with the deagle. Gets down one with Raftu's support. Raftu ends up with a double kill. Overall, he continues to hold on until finally the AWP Cadian trades it right back. 2 versus 2. And Tensky moves in with smokes at the ring. Going to try and cut off one player. Nice spray back, but Viltrex wins out the fight, leaving it all to Cadian. Last man standing. Bomb is on his back. Could rotate back to the B bomb site if he wanted to, although I imagine he's going to try and lurk and keep BPRO second guessing. Indeed, they will try and rotate out of position. Cadian now, as soon as he drops down, they'll know. And there it is. They know now for certain where he is. He's on that A bomb site trying to look for that plant down. When he go for the default plant, try and push into the back of the bomb site. The Molotov's in, the smoke's at the ready to try and block vision away. Sell him on the idea that it is going to be the A bomb site, but he's gone back to the apartments. Eventually thinks better of it and goes for that plant. They'll hear it. And here they come, round the corner. Cadian trying to evade death. AK spray's not going to work out. And Viltrex will finish off the job here for BPRO. Nice attempt from Cadian, but in the end, the numbers game a bit too much. Tried to play the mind games a bit too much, I believe.
I mean, Cadian is in a pretty difficult predicament. If BPRO play that one right, which they did in that point, you know, they realize Cadian is punching in the digits. Let's go out there together and peek the player. If it's with the op, he probably only kills the one guy, and then the second individual can just refrag. In that case, Cadian was still punching in those digits, and he gets shut down by the BPRO player. So that's a great way to kick things off. And Denny's not confident. Again, for the second time, he peeks out towards second mid to recover a frag and puts his team in an advantageous position. This is the sort of stuff you want to see out of a CT Opera Inferno. Denny's Law does not give a damn what kind of weaponry Nordavind have. He peeks on out, he gets the kill, and retreats, plays it safely back to the A side, whereas Nordavind, this time around, they're able to acquire middle without any casualties. They've done so safely. Now they still have some bits and pieces of utility remaining to either commit to the A bomb side or maybe reconsider their options and head on over towards the B side. As of now, Denny's Law holding towards short, looking for the players in his vicinity. There's one. Does not land the flick, though. He misses it. Nordavind might even contest the A-bomb start now. Molotov being thrown out. Denny's Law throws down the smoke grenade, and Raptor in a position to pick up the kills. He's blind, but he's good enough to find that. And there we go. BPRO, what a clean round from the Bulgarians. Not a single player lost. That's going to be great for the economy moving forward. Whereas for Nordavind, there's some money issues here for the Danes. They must conceal this round and go for the eco.
Yeah, all 5 alive for BPRO versus all 5 down for Nordavind. It's not a good look, as you say. Money issues will be a plenty for the Nordavind, the Norwegians, on the Nordavind side. Run boost from Dennis Law. What on earth? Did you see that? Was that a Ryan thing? That was a weird bug. Okay. I don't even know what to say, make of that, but yeah, double orb setup in for BPRO. Rocking and Denny's. Still trying to look for something that will kick things off. Rocking in passive positions over at the CT cross. And of course, Nordavind here with a standard eco setup here. Double flash for Cadian. No utility for anybody else. No Kevlar for anyone on Nordavind. Establish some sort of banana control. It's all going to rest on Rocking to shut them all down, though, as they're ready to flash their way in. The orb shot does miss initially. Counter flashes in, and Viltrex is going to wait for it to pop. Go in and spray back on the first man. Tensky will take the opening kill. Viltrex ready for 2 more around the corner. Awkward spray actually allows him to get overwhelmed. So, all in all, Nordavind do actually win out the map, the bomb site control. We'll get the bomb plant down. Over the retake here, 6 minutes per round. 2 more, so Cadian and Croman. Next 2 casualties, Reno also to face. Triple kill for the AK-47 and Tensky. Playing back in construction, might look for another exit frag, but I believe that BPRO have already won this retake.
Yeah, that's looking basically it. I actually thought this was going to be a winnable round here when we saw how quickly they were able to make their way onto the bomb side. And not only that, they were able to pick up 2 kills on their push. And I thought, okay, this 4 versus 3 could actually work out for them, especially with Cadian manning the sniper rifle, but he misses the shot on the guy towards CT spawn. That has become a winnable round for BPRO. Right now, the Bulgarians are sitting at 6 rounds. This is not a bad scoreline, still considering it's early days in the first half here. And Nordavind, we must see a response coming out from them. They do have some capable individuals by their side, and Denny's Law again going for the peak, but this time around he's going to be punished by none other than Cadian. He wins the op and op duel, but there's one op still in the hands of BPRO. It's in the hands of Rocky, and there's the boost, and he's going to be punished by Croman. Beautiful shots coming through, and Viltrix also hits the floor. They're finding the frags all over the map, and in fact, 2 tactics. Why do you even need tactics if you can actually have individuals like that, finding the headshots, getting the kills, and winning the rounds?
Yikes, that's a scary Nordavind to see. Very terrifying, just instant peaks and picks, very efficiently getting all the kills, not losing a single player. And BPRO, I mean, I almost want to call it over-aggression in certain cases, you know. Certainly with the boost spot, the broken wall boost, you can argue that much, but the player on short, that's certainly not overcommitment. Speaking of overcommitment, Rockin's going to try and aggress down alongside Zix towards that mid position. He will get one kill, but Croman deals with 2 more back. 4 versus 3, make it 3 versus 3. As Denny Slaw does get the banana control, get the kill on Croman. Turn it to evens all the same here. And Nordavind, initial aggression faced against them, they will end up conceding that man advantage they obtain and go back passive over to the T-spawn and mid-stairs areas. Nordavind playing carefully around their current line of things. They realise that it might be a bit exposed to BPRO. So readjust, go back towards banana control. Denny Slaw is not facing aggressive. He's actually back behind the broken wall, ready for players to round the corner through the main entrance. 60 seconds for the Nordavind to decide on that hit if they want to go for it.
It does look like banana control is definitely up for grabs here for Nordavind. They've done so quite successfully without even having to face the Opera in the form of Denny's Law, but he's holding a pretty tight angle by this point. Denny's Law, he desperately needs to acquire the shot here because if he misses, he's going to be a goner. And I'm not even sure he can retreat safely. He does get the one, but he repeats, goes in for the second one. Denny's Law looking for more here. Player there, he misses the shot, but he goes in for more. I'm surprised to note that Denny's Law is still alive.
Oh!
Kill here. Beautiful stuff coming in from Denny's Law. And I mean, for any other opera, you should technically consider, oh, you find the frag and you retreat, but not Denny's Law. He goes in for the fights, he wins them, and he wins the round for the team. 7 rounds here for BPRO.
That was brilliant. What a sequence from Dennis Law. Just love it. You gotta love it, man. BPRO obviously gaining another round on their CT side. Now 3 above the Nordavind squad as they bite back in with the AKs, the AWP obviously for Cadian. Very passive once again across that T side line. They established a little bit of banana control mostly on Cadian's part of things. The flashbangs in from the CT side will try and gain a bit more map presence, but in the end they can just hold back and defend. They've been pretty effective at defending overall. BPRO has been on a roll so far. I thought Nordavind would hold a bit more of a better T side, but apparently not. 60 seconds left to go on the clock here. Nordavind have not gained any major kills or any major amount of map control. Again, it's just banana control, a little bit of apartments presence. Looking like it will be another B site here, but Viltrex wants to change that as he tries to go aggressive damage. Not the Chrome with the nade should land right at his feet and should take him down here. Another great opening pick for BPRO, and 45 seconds left on the clock. The second one will come in onto Harry, and that will leave it a 5 versus 3, a major advantage again for the CT side.
But it's perplexing. You have a guy like Cadian on the sniper rifle, and I'm yet to see Cadian find, given the freedom to find some of these opening kills, because we did see some of the Northern players trying to find something over towards the A-bomb save, but Cadian, meanwhile, he's out here on B, not finding anything as of yet, and as the push has come through, they need to be quick about it. Tensky, great way to kick things off. Viltrix, back of the site, the perfect flash rings in to get the kill here on Rubino. Tensky does actually follow up, and now it's all up to Tensky. 12 points of health and only 6 seconds to work with. Hiding in the sandbags might be the best choice, but he's going to go down, not going to give the pleasure of his opposition to kill him after the timer has run out. So yes, 8 rounds here for BPRO and for Nordavind. I have to say though, Jay, this is scary. I like to say that Nordavind are the better team if you take a look at this matchup on paper, but as of right now, the BPRO individuals are hitting their shots and they're winning the rounds, something Nordavind can't really be too excited about.
And they're forcing the issue on Nordavind quite a lot as well. You saw towards the banana position in that last round, the way they just tried to get the kills rather than wait for Nordavind to go for the execution. I like that a lot. You see Dennis Law trying to get aggressive in towards that mid position. We'll pay the price for it, but you love the idea. You can't not hate the idea of going straight in and getting that opening pick, denying Nordavind the chance to get the apartments control. Unfortunately for the CT side, they will get that apartments control, and they'll get an AWP for their trouble as a bonus as well. Around that corner towards that short position, Cadian is watching out for anyone who pushes in towards long, drops his upgraded pistol for another player to be using here. Watch the backstab as well, because that could be pretty pivotal for BPRO. 5-on-4 scenario, obviously, for Nordavind's favour, and trades coming in from the CT side. And at this stage, Nordavind got to decide. They want to continue to commit via the apartments. Looks like they might just do, actually. Harry, here with the deagle at the ready. Smoke's also down from Raftu to try and maintain the pressure coming into the apartment's position, but 4 players stacked up, him and Zix, with a task ahead of them. Flashbangs over, not from Nordavind. No real utility for them to be using to try and get themselves in here. It's just going to be a blind face and peek, and try to see if they can get those deagle shots to the kills here. 35 seconds left, Nordavind going up for the hit.
Again, it's so weird to see Kadian making his way out of the apartment with Yaw for now. It's actually the pistols coming into fruition. Oh no, this would be a horrible round for BPRO to lose, but as we do see, that's looking likely. Tensky's going to cut off that rotation. There you go. Nice shot with the CZ75. Wait, this one, if you're rocking, you're swarmed by the T players. Where can you hide? Not even the library. And here, Molotov being thrown out. Oh, he's a goner, isn't he? He has to. He might stay here in the library, but those angry librarians will shut him down. 5 rounds here from Nordavind. And after winning a round like that, you got to wonder, that has to put some wind in their sails. Picking up a pistol round victory like that should definitely put some confidence back here in the Norwegian side. As for BPRO, well, the investment is happening yet again, but it's not looking that great. One thing that is looking nice is the AWP in the hands of Denny's Law.
And he'll get shut down immediately by Rubino. So that open's looking even better. Meanwhile, rocking again aggress down towards Banana. This time, Croman is going to punish him by rotating out and while holding the passive corner. Takes a couple. Well, actually, only 1 nade to the face, I should say. 26 HP lands directly at him. Viltrex and Raftu. Immediately, the last 2 players left as BPRO's aggression finally gets punished by Nordavind. You've seen several times they've gone towards that mid area, gone towards that banana position, and they've been able to get the better of the T side. This time it's the T side reversing the roles. And BPRO probably going to suffer to whatever execution comes in from Nordavind. That is their best bet. 1-to-1 split for the BPRO squad. We want SMG over on the A bomb site, the M4 on Viltrex on the B bomb site, but that's a low HP player, so he can be easy to deal with. Nordavind going to opt to go towards A this time. Flashes over, Croman making his way in. His own teammate giving him the flashbang, and he will spot Raftu, and Raftu still gets the frag, so that will cause Nordavind to rotate out. So, and rifle being gained here by the CT player. And is he going to go rotate and join Viltrex? If he does, that'll be a gamble play, but it would be the right play in this case. As here they come, the execute happening from Nordavind quickly out into the middle site.
That smoke grenade. Oh, that smoke grenade was timed perfectly as the push comes through. Viltrex throws down the smoke grenade, and the players have to push him through the smoke, but instead of peeking closer towards the coffins, the player decides to retreat, and he gets punished by the Nordavind players, which means that Nordavind will have themselves the 6th round here, and an important victory as well. If we were to take a look at the BPRO economy here on the left-hand side, we will notice that it is in shambles. It is non-existent. The money is not there, meaning the upcoming round is going to have to be a force buy, first of all, and second of all, they will probably have like the SMGs, maybe some pistols come into play, and that lonesome rifle in the hands of Raftu. So that is a crucial round for Nordavind to win. They should realize that moving forward, their opponents will not bring so much heat as they've done in the previous rounds.
Being all kinds of heat for the moment here. See the aggression from BPRO getting shut down by the good shooting in Nordavind. Again, first time that banana control was finally contested successfully by the T's. And now we might see a bit more come out of that. Round number 15, we'll see very little firepower for BPRO to work with. A couple SMGs coming in from 3 individuals. CZ for Dennis Law. And Raftu with the M4 is the only rifle they have to work with versus, of course, the AKs, the AWP of Cadian. And Nordavind's general setup here on the T side. He's rocking. Trying to take that early control, trying to take that early face above the Nordavind squad. They haven't contested banana this time. They're not going to go and challenge BPRO what they want to do. Play passive with Cadian here with the AWP. Couple of peaks being given up, but no real advantage for either side. Nades Molotovs in, trying to do some damage. Viltrex will tag one to the face. Fall back eventually. Nordavind going to go ahead and commit to the A bomb site one more time again. Bomb on the back of Rubino. It's Raftu and Zix, the main 2 players on the defense.
And the only 2 players as well. He must give us a hell of a shooting here right now because a shooting gallery will take place. Nordavind will have players coming through short as well as the apartments. Cadian does get the frag on one of these individuals. That was rocking. But at this point, BPRO, they have the players to deal with this Nordavind aggression. Now, Harry, He's making his way through here. This is a very interesting round right now because Nordavind, they are yet to make the push here. People have all the players here. All they have to do right now is to find the kills. But as of now, Nordavind are getting things done. There's two. That's the bomb being dropped. Those Zix in the pitch should not be a threat any longer here as the players, Tensi kind of struggling to make his way out of the balcony. But here, Viltrex have the AK-47 to work with here, and Tensky and Katie are quite low in HP, but Viltrex, does he have time on his side? Of course, the bomb will be planted here. He's looking for the frags here. He should be aware that somebody's still on default. Flashman's in. Viltrex looks away. He's looking for the frag here. He gets the one here. Looking for Cadian, though.
Oh!
One versus one, and Viltrex is gonna get it. That's gonna be 4 kills here for Viltrex, and a victory here for BPRO. Impressive scenes from the Bulgarians.
Lovely. Absolutely lovely from Viltrex. A flick to a low HP player. Doesn't need the spray. And for BPRO, that will turn them 3 rounds at the turn of the half. 9-6 against Nordavind. A very good CTR, I must say, from the BPRO squad. You know, Nordavind kind of got challenged a lot by their aggression, and they kind of paid for it by quite the amount here. Now they move to their own CT side, where hopefully they might be able to bring a bit more fight against BPRO. I think that in general, their CT sides tend to be better, but you could also argue the same thing for BPRO's T side, I think, here, Danny.
I wonder how it's all going to play out, because obviously guys like, Viltrex just had a splendid game. Denny's Law as well was a pretty impactful opera on the CT side. I wonder if that's going to transform on the T side, because obviously if you have your individuals performing on the T side, then yeah, they're going to be the ones fighting the opening kills, and the other guys just going to have to mop up the pieces. But for now, folks, we're going to be heading over to a very quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with some more Counter-Strike action.
Counter-terrorists win.
Loot Bet, made for live betting.
The 9-6 at the turn of the half, favour to BPRO. Now they move over to their T side to try and take control of Inferno, their opponent's map pick. A stellar CT half. Let's see if they can carry it over. Nordavind back for their CT half. The defuse on Harry. The double flash available for him. And already Rubino taking tag damage out to the mid-cross. Double flash and smoke for Rocking to set themselves up for the execution. As BPRO quickly go for the apartments control. Rafter in particular moving up into the long position. They've gone for a B-side stack because all going to rest on Rubino as a result, and he just can't land those shots. Dennis Slaw opening things up and no more resistance from Nordavind. It'll be a 5 versus 4 retake. Favour to BPRO. Nordavind just not getting anything done in the initial defense. What was that?
Yeah, they actually thought that this might be a very quick commitment on the B side, but they could not have been more wrong. And as they do see the rotation coming through here, they need to at least want to try to go for this one. Croman definitely sees the player there, but he's hoping for someone to come out here from the boiler area, and he is kind of true about it. There is one player coming in with a big flank. That is Rafter to take care of Crewman, and that definitely puts a spanner in the works here. Nordavind did he even want to attempt this one? Doesn't look like it. Exit frags. That's the one thing they're looking forward to rack up some cash, or at least try not to die. Rafter gets the one. Cadian retrieves with a trade frag, and overall a successful round here for BPRO as they successfully take over the A-bomb site without much of a fuss, really. They take care of Rubino, and that's it. That's the bomb site for the Bulgarians to take.
Nordavind way too passive on that retake, I want to say. You know, you got a pistol round, you might as well go for the retake because you're not going to be losing much. Not many dollars to be gained out of pistol kills, and not really much that you can save. There's no sense in exit frags because obviously both teams be up for a force buy or an eco in this round regardless. Not really much you can do to affect that. It all comes up to what the other team wants to do. And Nordavind, yeah, with a little bit of Kevlar at least bolstering up this scenario, we'll be able to get some deagles out. 5.7s and CZs coming through, but again, remember to buy that in this round regardless. And BPRO, just overwhelming Rubino really is the only thing that really gave them any sort of advantage in that one. Nordavind, no defensive on the A site. This round is going to be quite the contrary. 2 players this time rather than 1 over. On a speedway rotation. Long control here, the Nordavind side, but he's timed this one poorly because now BPRO rotating towards B as he's rotated to A. And this time, it's two very capable players in Tensky and Harriet. Let's see if they can make it happen. It's 60 seconds left on the clock. Looks like BPRO are going to set themselves up for the quick execution. SMGs and rifles in hand. Plenty to work with, and Harry will spot the first.
Smoke gonna be deployed, but it's a bit too late. It's still gonna allow the players to cross. Tensky is only able to find one, but of course he's a gunner. All they have to do is spray in through the smoke. He found the kill on Tensky. This only leaves 3 more players surviving here from Nordavind, and I think, yeah, they know. There's really no need to be trying to go for this one. Farewell to your guns, Nordavind. It is time to save them and keep them to the next round because BPRO, they're looking scary right now, Jay. That's the thing. Not only did they finish the first half 9-6 scoreline, but they've also picked up the pistol round and the subsequent round right after. If I'm Nordavind, I've got to be sweating just a little bit because I'm the favorite and I'm losing this one. That's never great.
Yeah, 11 on the board for BPRO. And Nordavind. Losing yet another to the Bulgarians. They've got to get themselves on track soon, else they will be losing a lot more than just a few rounds. Again, this is the Norwegian map pick, and right now they are getting slaughtered on it. And they're very little, I think, in terms of buy potential. Obviously, that force buy coming in from the last round should leave. Yep, eco pistols with the 3 players that saved. The Eagles, Kevlar for those guys. BPRO executing very quickly here towards that banana position. They have left Harry trying to take the B site defense as 4 other players stack up here on A. And towards the apartments to try and flush out the C side forces, getting as many kills as possible. Croman spotted out first though. Raftu deals with him. And now they're coming towards the B bomb site here. Harriet is at the ready. Backline position in dark. Rocking will deal with him. A nice $600 kill. Pretty effective one at that. Raftu held back over towards that mid position. He's seeing the tracer shots, tracer rounds connect on towards him. We'll see them running away. We'll be able to get him out, get himself back out of dodge. Just try and challenge Nordavind for the mid control. But in the end, it's going about as well as you would expect here for Nordavind. 3 casualties, untraded by the CT4s. This will be 12 on the board for BPRO. They look to take control above Nordavind for the 12-6 scoreline. Rifles coming up in the next one. Cadian will get 1 exit frag. That's as far as it looks to go.
Yeah, overall, another successful round here for BPRO. They've only lost 1 player this far, and looks like that's going to be the only player they've lost. And of course, that's going to be great for the economy moving forward, as every single player should be sitting around comfortably around 4,000. Actually, no, scratch that, like $5,000, $6,000, which is great for the BPRO economy. So that means they can end up losing 1 round, and they still can pull off the purchase here. At least that's 1 kill coming through from Cadian. Very nice headshot, but still not a victory. 12-6 is our current scoreline here, and BPRO, I wanted to see an AWP in the hands of Denny's Law, but the fact that they still keep the AK-47s tells me that they will consider going for a faster style play, and why not? The AK-47s grant you that mobility to go fast, and out here in middle, that's what Denny's Law is doing right now. Cadian seems to be aware of a push going on from second mid, but will he get the kill on Denny's Law? He definitely sees the tracers, and he will get the shot on Denny's Law. Good opening frag here from Nordavind over here towards Banana. It's a different story. Here, the Nordavind players are playing aggressive here, and Villeneuve's going to peek. Perfect timing to take care of Croman mid-air shot, and that's a 4 versus 4.
Nordavind losing a lot of HP on Rubino for their trouble. Cadian obviously with that first pick, and he'll be one to lead the charge on the defense here on the A bomb site. Meanwhile, the boys over from B Pro are going to start stacking in towards B. Crossfire now locked up from Harriet and Tensky. Smoke start to clear. They've got more to put down towards cross coffins, and a third one also to re-smoke down the cross. The smoke coming in from the CT forces are going to try and block them off. It's just flashbang in from BPRO. They're not going to use any of their smokes whatsoever. Harry behind second, going to crossfire alongside the man towards coffins. Tensky going to get smoked eventually, but Harry swings wide, almost gets damage on the Raftu, but Tensky is also dealt with by Zix. There are 2 versus 2. The bomb plant will be down open for coffins. Now post plant comes in, both players coming into the destruction. Cadian caught off guard. It's all left to Rubino. 1 versus 2, low HP, 35 points. Got to get these quick kills, and unfortunately, his crosshair is just not placed right enough. Raftu will deal with him. 3 kills to his name. Another great round for BPRO, although it looked a little bit more shaky, although Nordavind put up a bit more of a fight. Unfortunately, it was not to be today.
And it didn't happen, even though Nordavind were the ones finding the opening kill. Cadian, I've got to say though this about Cadian, he's the stand-in for this team, all right, but he's been the one finding opening kills. On the T side, it's Cadian finding opening kills with the op. Here on the CD side as well, it's Cadian to get the first opening kill. It's just his teammates aren't able to follow up, even though that defensive on the B side was looking solid at the start. Rocking loses a big chunk of his health. I think that happened over towards Banana, where the two players from Nordavind are still stationed at. But overall, this should be a textbook round for BPRO to win. They're going up against the Pistols, and there's one headshot coming through from Croman, so it may not be as easy as I might have hoped for. But here, BPRO, they still have the advantage in terms of weaponry.
Rafter smartly getting rid of that AK. Intelligent move to make sure that he doesn't end up leaving anything to the favor of the CT forces. They can't pick up that rifle. Instead, BPRO move in towards that mid position. Raftu also in the apartment still. Expecting Croman to be pretty far aggressed up, so he's not going to take any particular aggressive angles. Just leave it for his teammates to go in towards short. Nordavind is still stacked up here over on the B bomb site, so it's all just going to be left to Croman to do the damage. He's a great player. deagle's up for the first. Did not see the second player cross into the bomb site though. And in the confusion, Viltrex will take him down. Perfect chance available for Croman to defend, but just again not looking the right way. Flicking back too fast. 3 versus 3 now. Nordavind will commit to this one, I believe. The Eagles moving forward on towards that long position, but Dennis Law only needs one good kill to shut the whole thing down against the Nordavind side. No kits either, so any time that's stalled for is time gained and chances bought here by BPRO. Dennis Law swings out one, gets himself a second, nice and easy against Dubino, and Tensky left to just lick his wounds and probably run for the hills at this stage.
Absolutely. Tensky would love to get a headshot out of this one, but no, he's going to get a bullet in the face. That's all he's going to acquire. 14 rounds here for BPRO, and suddenly my prediction is coming true. I actually thought, maybe there's a chance for BPRO to get one of the maps here, but I didn't think it could happen in such a dominant fashion. Right now, it is 14-6, and of course, a pause has taken place. I'm almost certain it is the Nordavind side taking a pause here because there's still a capable team of making a comeback here. Don't get me wrong, but thus far, BPRO have been stellar here on the T side. They have shown some mistakes, like when they were hitting the B bomb side on the, I'd like to say 18th round, but don't quote me on that. So it's still possible for Nordavind to make the comeback happen here. Of course, we will have to see an op in the hands of Cadian. There we go, it's been purchased. I think Tensky might even contemplate the fact of going for double op setup, and why not? You can have one of the operas stationed towards Banana. Cadian has been doing a pretty stellar job with the op if he's stationed towards middle, and we'll see who's going to come out on top. Denny's Law, he does have the op, so you might see some op-on-op action here.
You've seen how effective Dennis Law has been so far over the course of this map as well with that orb. Currently top fragging for his team at 17 frags, tied up with Raftu. Top fragging in the server as well compared to the top fragger of the CT side, Cadian for Nordavind at 13. So BPRO right now outnumbering, outplaying and outpacing Nordavind. And now with one more round to the map point, you must imagine that things are looking pretty dire for Nordavind. M4s in, AUG for Tensky, AWP for Cadian, and BPRO quickly make their way into the defaults. AWP for Dennis looking with a first frag at Cadian. What swiftness from him to take the opening kill of the round to the favor of BPRO. They're going to continue committing as well. Harry and Tensky got a task on the defend against this. Fortunately, Harry is ready for this one. Molotov's under his position. The smokes will kind of extinguish it. He can continue to hold this angle, but he's not got a lot of vision. He's not got a lot of breathing room. We'll try and swing wide against Rocking. Rocking predicts it and forces him right back into the corner.
Oh, that's brave with the good shot coming in from Tensky. There's Rubino following it up. And this might just be the 7th round Nordavind has been looking for. Rocking recovers the op of his dead comrade. And let's see what he's can accomplish here. Thus far, Rocking has had a pretty quiet game. From what I've seen, he's only acquired 4 kills throughout the entirety of the game thus far, which is not a great track record. But here with the op, let's see. He's peeking out towards Coffin's. Very interesting peek that he doesn't even scope in. I guess he doesn't want to give it a sound cue. Are shifting slowly but surely over towards the B bombs, and Harris holding the off angle, so he should be good to secure the kill here in Rocking. After all, he only needs to land the 1 bullet with the M4, and that's it. Crossbar is successful for now, and it's Harry doing most of the heavy lifting. Tensky follows up, and there we go. The 7th round has been acquired here by Nordavind, even though they didn't get the best of start. Denny's Law finds the opening kill towards Banana. One of the individuals from BPRO gets a bit overzealous. Don't really recall. Was it Zix in that position maybe? Trying to secure the kill on sandbags. Didn't work out. And that was, in general, a nice hold from Nordavind on towards the B-bomb side.
And much more effective this time around than it has been before. BPRO often used to forcing the issue here, and this time they're trying to do the exact same thing towards mid position rather than to Banana. Croman already around the corner there. Molotov's at the ready to try and keep them back. Successful in that respect. Very carefully, BPRO will take their positions once again, trying to force the CTs back incendiary to try and keep them away from these positions. Flashbangs over and out. Rafty makes his way up towards long, spotting the smoke out towards one, cross to back towards Speedway, and Harry's got 2 players to line up. He only gets 1 damage done to the second. Rafty will end up falling eventually. A 4 versus 3 scenario. Croman now next to face, and actually Danislaw takes him down. 3 on 3 now, and 1 man left on the back of the bomb site. That is Rubino. M4, close range positions. They haven't always checked this corner. This time they will, but they still get the first kill on the low HP player. Rocking now being suppressed by other players coming in towards that long position. Orb shots legging down Rubino, 19 HP. He's still alive, but now Dennis Law turns onto his backup. Tensky dead, but Cadian chimes right back, and it's all left to Denny. 2 kills to his name, 2 more to find. 45 seconds, and he's creeping around. Is Cadian going to be ready for this? Then he better out as AWP because 1 player's close range, and he goes for the no-scope and lands it. It's all to Rubino. 1 versus 1 against Dennis Law. He's got the bomb in his control. He has no idea where this orb's coming in from, and Denny knows that he's got to go for the frag. 30 seconds remaining. Pistol is out. Does he know that Rubino is low? He might like to try and switch to a rifle. Rubino's now watching the right angle. He's flicking back and forth, and Denny moves in, looks at the bomb site, but Rubino's going to get the headshot, and the AWP can't clutch it today. A nice try by Denny, 3 kills to his name, but it will still be an 8th for Nordavind.
You can even see the movement coming in there from Katie, and they trying to bait out a shot if there would have been an opper out there in the middle, but of course he had no idea that Denny's Law is going to get up close there with a big green gun and just firing it off like a shotgun. At this point, BPRO, yes, they're still sitting at 14 rounds, but slowly but surely the Nordavind side is clawing their way back into this matchup. And BPRO, they respond with a force buy. With the investment, they still have the AWP in the hands of Denny's Law. Always love to see that. But of course, the other players, AK-47s for some, SMGs for others, and a bit of a lack of utility. So it's going to come down to them finding the opening kills yet again. And if they find them, then for sure there's a chance. But I am looking at you, Denny's Law, and trying to find some of these opening frags for BPRO, because thus far the other players, they've done somewhat of a decent job, but not as good as the Opera. Rocking, AK-47, looking for a player here, and he seems to be aware that, yes, that Molotov didn't come from nowhere. It had to be thrown down from CT spawn, and they got a pretty nice crossfire set up here on the B side. If it does come down to the B side hit, I'm certain Rubino will be able to secure at least a couple kills to stop the push, or at least slow it down.
BPRO going for this B site here that has worked plenty of times in the past. 2 players here to defend on the B site. Tensky and Rubino this time, and Rubino takes first face. AUG lines up spray, doing so much damage to Zix, but Zix is able to stay alive. We stand the man advantage for Nordavind as rotations come in. Tensky gets another kill and doubles up with a double. Harry peeks through the smoke and ends off with 2 of his own. Fantastic coordination from Nordavind and a great hold on the B bomb site this time. BPRO not going to get away with murder this time. The firepower advantage, I think, may have just helped out a little bit for Nordavind. BPRO now down to not a whole lot. This should be an eco. This should be a 10th for the Nordavind side.
And for good reason. Like, BPRO, what have got to offer us? Some deagles, some P250s, and that's basically it. Nordavind are looking much better to secure this round. Cadian seems to be aware of a faster play ongoing here, so he might just want to retreat. Does not want to give the opposition the rifle, or in this case, the sniper rifle. As we do see, there's one there for Cadian. He's going to be looking for more. They have no smoke grenades to deny vision, so the only thing they can do is hope to find the kill. Nice Molotov being thrown out, meaning that, yes, BPRO, they have mid-presence, but other than that, nothing much is going for them. Croman, and here from the pit, a very powerful position to be holding from, and the BPRO players will, I think, at the end of the day, pardon me, will consider it an A-bomb site. Rubino is able to get himself 1. Cadian replies with the second one, and it's looking like a very clean round for Nordavind. All 5 players survive, and they finally reach double digits.
Do love Cadian's reactive responses as well to the BPRO side, realizing they're coming in from mid, Molotoving them back to force them to peek in over towards that short position. kind of funneling their way into the A-site trap of Nordavind. As BPRO go back in with a full buy. AK is a standard across the entire board. I believe Denny has a Krieg. Indeed he does. A little bit difficult to see with the colouring. Yeah, he's got a Krieg. Scope weapon in versus the only scope weapon of the Nordavind side, or the only two being the AUG at Tensky, and of course the AWP for Katie Yun. Oh, nice nade from Katie. I think it landed a bit too deep. But Viltrex will feel that hurt. 71 points of HP. As flashbangs in, rocking, spotted out by Katie as he misses his orb shot, tries to fall back all the same. Get ready for the actual hit. BPRO have gone to this B site several times. They've been a bit hit and miss over these last couple of rounds, especially in the last few where they've actually had a great defensive on Nordavind's side. Can BPRO turn it around? It looks like they want to set themselves up for this.
Utility is set up. Looks like Rocking is going to be throwing down the pretty simple smoke grenade. They're towards CT spawn, and now they're going to push on through. No need to slow down with this point. There's actually one, I think, counter Molotov coming through, and that's basically it. Right now, they need shots here in Rocking. Great way to kick things off, but Kaden, oh no, he's burning to a crisp here. They know his positioning here, and he's going to go down. The bomb site has crumbled, and BPRO in a position to plant the bomb. It will be going down, and Nordavind have to question themselves. Do they want to go for this one? Looks like they do. They have money by their side, but they are in a disadvantageous position. Molotov being chucked in. They're towards the deeper part of the site. Here, you have a player coming in from Church, and there's also one coming in from Banana. Croman desperately looking to get the frag here. Raftu spotted ahead, and he's gonna get that one. There we go, the spray connects. And now it's all up to Hira and Rubino. Both the players stick together, looking for the frag. There's the one on both, looking for more here. Rubino puts himself in 1 versus 1, looking for Danny's Law. He knows the positioning, but there's barely any time. He's taking the defuse here, and he's gonna go down to the hands of Danny's Law. That is 15 rounds here for BPRO, but what a, I gotta say, close affair there at the end of it all. Rubino goes in there, sticks the defuse here, but I think one way or the other, he had very little time to work with.
24 kills for Dennis Law at this stage. He's had a fantastic game. Incredible stuff from him, especially on that defensive. 3 kills in that last round. And this could be the momentum swing that BPRO need to finally close out this map. Nordavind struggle to get back in. With Molotovs, nades, flashes going over and out in towards the banana position. Rocking's ready for Harry. Harry peeks up and takes him down. Viltrex turns it back to a 4 versus 4 though. BPRO not allowing a major man advantage to swing it to the favor of their opponents. Trying to continue to contest here the banana position. Tensky with that AUG trying to spray blind, does get a good tag onto Dennis Law. 23 points of health as the AK of Viltrex continues to face forward on towards the cross. Rubino wins out that spray fight. 4 versus 3. Nordavind now have the man advantage and a HP advantage above Dennis Law, at least compared to most of the CT players. 60 seconds left. BPRO going to have to rethink their strat. They might fall out of banana.
The one saving grace for BPRO is obviously time. They have 50 seconds of it. They don't necessarily have to commit towards the B bomb side. They can very easily head on over towards A, and that seems to be the current game plan. Danny's Law is going to be the one carrying the bomb. All 3 players sticking together from what I can tell. Actually, no, 2 of them have decided to go towards the apartments, whereas Zix will consider to push on through middle. Thus far, Nordavind not making any plays to gather information. No pushes out there from middle or even from the B bomb. So Cohen right now looking for the frags here. Oh, that's a nice refrag from Denny's Law. He's only surviving with only 1 point of health, but looks like the bomb goes down for BPRO. Denny's Law punches in the digits and goes towards the pit. Probably the best position he can be in, being at only 1 point of health. Smoke grenade being thrown out, and Nordavind are on the retake.
Here we go. This could be the end of it. Dennis Law might not be able to do much, but it's all going to rest on Zix. Denny going to try and play contact. Orb shots against them. Flashbangs, nades in and out. As Zix gets down, Katie and looks on towards short for the next man. He's dealt with. Denny's still looking for the spray. Awkward times call for awkward measures. Looking back in, but Tensky jumps down and takes him out. We're not done yet, says Nordavind, as they connect 11 on their CT side. At least I think they do. This will be close, actually. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay. Scary for a moment, but Nordavind are going to be on track to keep this one going for a little bit. 4 rounds to overtime. BPRO still on map point.
Yeah, it's not over until BPRO says it's over. And they have decided to make a partial investment here, interestingly enough. They will opt to go for the 5 Mac 10 setup. Now, The great thing about the Mac-10s, right? Ability. You love to see it. It's a very mobile weapon in your hands, especially if your opponents don't necessarily have like Kevlar by their side, or at least helmets. They can do a lot of damage. But look at the grenade usage. It is beautiful here from Nordavind. They've inflicted so much damage, but I've been seeing their opposition, and there's only one kill working out for Rocking at the end of it all in that massacre. Nordavind have come out on top. They've got themselves 12 rounds here in Inferno, and I've got to say, they've been trying to make the comeback here for a very long time here, and right now it's only a 3-round difference. So if anyone might be feeling some pressure, I even would be inclined to say it could be the BPRO fellas, because they were in a fine position to close this one out. After all, the scoreline was what, 14-6 at one point, and now the scoreline difference is only by 3 points, so that's gotta be scary. Croman feeling quite aggressive about that push, but he will consider to retreat. Not going to go out towards second mid just yet.
Banana contention taken by Viltrex, expecting that to extinguish one of those Molotovs, but not to be. Cadian taking back over at the B-bomb site. They've only really got that one man to defend it here. The AWP playing contact over at the coffin is going to have to fall back as soon as he sees anybody. It's much better if they play it towards Broken Wall. At this stage, though, still a pretty decent setup for Nordavind. 60 seconds for the hit of BPRO. Looks like they're going to commit all this utility pretty early on here. 3 players up in Banana, a 4th picking up that bomb and rotating. They've left Raftu to lurk over on A. Going to keep as many players here as possible. Smokes go down towards the cross and towards Coffins. Cadian spotted and dinked. I believe that was the Krieg there of Denny. Either way, it's Viltrex straight up and Harry takes him down. Croman dealt with by Raftu over in the apartments position. Harry has backup in Cadian and 40 seconds left. They have stalled the push. They've stopped BPRO in their tracks back over at Banana. Was this a fake? Are they going to try and counter-rotate it here for Nordavind? Are BPRO going to commit? And they're going to also go back towards the A site. 30 seconds to make that decision. They've not got much utility. They've got a couple of smokes at the ready here. Looks like they're going to commit some down here towards Coffins and the cross. Second wave, and this will have to be the hit. 15 seconds, and Harry is ready back towards New Box. 3 players to deal with it. They made their way on the bomb site. They've been spotted, but Rocking deals with him. 4 versus 3. Cadian potential to go for the lucky shot. Will he go for the wallbang against Zix? One face not going to land. Second face will not, and Nordavind will now be in a man disadvantage for the retake.
Raft is aware of it. Oh, he's looking for the player to come out from Banana. He's looking to get that scalp, and Rubino somehow comes out on top. That's a massive headshot. That definitely puts the retake on. Tensky gets the frag and Rocking, and Denny's Law and Zix need to fight for their lives here. They are desperately looking for the engagements here. They seem to be aware that, yes, players coming out from CT spawn and Banana, but will they be aware of Cadian's positioning? Very nice headshot from him, and Zix able to get 2, but not the third one, and thus Cadian, I think, yes, he's got time by his side to get the defuse in and put us on 13. BPRO having difficulties closing out the game, and Nordavind on the brink of securing overtime.
So close on that lineup. The spray almost ended things off for BPRO right there and then. But as you say, not to be. BPRO having serious troubles trying to get that 16th round. And up against the AWPs coming back in for Nordavind. Cadian's been doing such a great job at playing this one. This time they're going to try and aggress down a Banana position without the AWP. Cadian's going in towards the apartments. Going to try and shut down that first phase. The BPRO have gone here and gone aggressive pretty effectively. And pretty consistently, I should say. Croman nades up. He's completely blinded off, though. Count nades back from Rubino. Damage being done to Raftu, and he'll go down. So much damage done to the rest of them. The AWP peeks up from Cadian. Gets Zix a 5 versus 3. Viltrex falls to the 2. And Rocky and Denny still trying to recover the situation. They will get a couple picks back. Man advantage only for Nordavind. And Rocky will continue to face look for Cadian. But Cadian's got the AWP on lock. And Denny Slaw now last man standing out at the mid position. 1 versus 3. The bomb in full CT control. And it's looking like it will be another one here for Nordavind. I don't believe in Danny, unfortunately. I do believe that he's a great player, but this might be a little bit too much for him.
We'll have to see if Denny's Law agrees with you, Jay. Yes, he definitely wants to go for this one. He's looking for a frag here. Of course, there's just a tiny bit of a gap there. If there would be a player there on the site, Denny might even get the kill here. But of course, he has to make his way out of the apartments, and that's the problem. He's going to have to give away a sound cue one way or the other. And if he does consider jumping down, He does. And Cadian, is he aware of it? Cadian, yes, he is, but it's a bit too late. Denny's Law is the one to get the frag. 30 seconds remaining. Denny's Law position has been compromised. They know where the player is coming from. He's going to peek it out. He's looking for the frag here, but Croman with the off angle comes out on top, and Nordavind secure themselves the 14th round. And by this point, I mean, they're looking good enough to secure themselves 15. Nordavind have been looking stellar here on the CT side these past couple of rounds. And if anyone's facing troubles, it has to be BPRO. And as we do see the purchase coming through, it's not great. Yes, they have the rifles. Yes, they have some bits and pieces of utility, but it's nothing great. And Nordavind, they have all the confidence, all the weapons to make that happen. And Zix, I mean, that just tells you about the player's mental state, doesn't it?
Yeah, BPRO were on a roll to start off this map, and now they're kind of fizzled out against Nordavind. 1 minute and 25 left on the clock. Zix, flashbang at the ready, will try enter early on in this one. It's Rubino to line up the spray on 2. Only gets damaged on the 1, but many more coming for Croman and Rubino. They shut the whole thing down. The crossfire is so effective, and we are in overtime for the second time today. BPRO, so good. They were on map point for so long, and they just couldn't make it happen. It didn't happen today, unfortunately. Danny, we're in overtime. Nordavind still might have a chance to win their map pick.
Oh, I think it's Nordavind actually having all of the odds in their favor by this point. They were on the back foot. They were able to climb their way to 15-15, being down 14-6. That is an impressive scoreline. Yes, they had the CT side to work with, but one way or the other, it was impressive what they've accomplished thus far, the players and the team. Whereas for BPRO, there has to be some dissatisfaction by their side. Denny's Law has been playing superb. Rocking G, not so much. We'll see if BPRO have got what it takes to still secure the first map. For now, folks, we're heading over to a very quick break.
Counter-terrorists win.
Loot Bet. Made for live betting.
MR3 16K once again are the rule sets for this overtime. And BPRO and Nordavind been fighting hard to try and gain control, especially on that Nordavind side. The comeback, as you mentioned, 14-6 to 15-15. Now a chance to reclaim control of their map pick. It's BPRO making their way into the mid position early on in this first round of the OT. And Raftu smokes down against him here. Counter smokes back in from BPRO. Going to try and force them away from position. Rubino nades up. Damage to be done on several. Only a little bit on Zix and Viltrex. They will gain some sort of long control, but eventually, Zix takes out his own teammate. What was that? BPRO not just feeling unconfident, but also just crumbling to pieces around themselves. As another kill comes in against the T side, Zix will be able to get a quick kill back. Incendiary against him, and then against his teammate, he will swing wide, and Croman will deal with him. Raftu low, Rubino and Tensky also low, but a 3 versus 2 scenario, as Stanislaw does get 1 kill. He's got to do a bit more.
Rubino now holding the off angle, probably the best way to approach a situation like this. There he goes, spots the player, takes him down. There's only Denny's Law to contest with as he gets caught out in midair. That's a victory here for Nordavind as they continue on with their streak of rounds. 16 here for them. And of course, BPRO, yes, they might have lost the first round of overtime, but they've got money for days, and AK-47s will be purchased. And what else than an up in the hands of Denny's Law? We might even see some early up and up action here. Look at Acadian. He's sprinting his way over towards middle. We might even see this engagement happening sooner than later. Flash runs in. Acadian's going to go for the peak. Not going to find anything from what I can tell. And Rocking G is going to push up with the flames like a soldier. Very aggressive, but unsuccessful to say the least. And there's a... Actually, no, the Viltrex picking up two. Oh, what? I'm not... clue how Viltrix is able to come out on top, but he finally goes down. It is still a free versus free, not a horrible situation for BPRO. In fact, quite the contrary, it's doable for them to win this round, as Raftu slowly but surely shifting his way towards the site, and he's gonna get the kill on Rubino. That's it. That's the 8 bombs that open up, and a bomb plant here for BPRO.
Viltrex and Raftu with the 3 quick headshots between those 2 players. Dennis Law actually missing out the shot on Kanian. Can't quite take him down though. We'll know exactly where he is as they make their way in for the Nordavind retake. BPRO may have finally found the confidence they need. They've still got to push a little bit further forward and go for the defense. Croman and Kanian coming in hot. Flashbangs over, 1 from short, 1 from long. Raftu watching out for the man on short. As soon as Croman crosses to that bomb site, it's going to be a goner. Katie now spotted out by the AWPer, and Raftu gets himself a 2k. Fantastic stuff from him and Viltrex, especially with those kills over to the B bomb site. Effective as that for BPRO, 16-16, and finally a decent sign of confidence coming out. You know, we waited for so many rounds. Ever since they turned to the 15th, you know, they had so many rounds where Nordavind just kept coming back to, and that was the first time we've seen them confident ever since that one.
But you have to wonder, if Viltrix doesn't get those 2 kills in Banana, I think that's it. That's another round for Nordavind in the books. But Viltrix, surprisingly enough, he's able to secure those kills. Bombardment early on here in Banana. Both teams exchanging damage, and there's still trade frags going on here. 4 versus 4, not too shabby here. Cadian might even consider going for the wallbang there, but he does not want to burn like to a crisp. Sitting on 61 points of health, and now the player peeks on in. Good shot from Cadian. A lot more players to find here. He does have Tensky backing him up. If BPRO want to commit to the push, they must do so through a smoke, and that's never a good idea. Tensky repositioning himself. Flash wins in. Those are some good flashbangs being thrown out, and Tensky gets 1 more scalp. 2 more players remaining here for BPRO. That's Raftu and Denny's Law. Raftu gets the kill on Tensky, and it's pretty obvious. It's a commitment here in the B bomb site, but Denny's Law, aggressive push, but he gets shut down by Cadian. It is all up to Raftu. Of course, he's going to plant the bomb here, but a 1 versus 3 is not looking likely. He is looking towards city spawn, and he's going to go down. That's the victory here for Nordavind. They secured themselves the 17th round, and now they're just 2 away from securing victory. As for BPRO, they still need 3.
Yeah, absolutely can't take that away from the Nordavind. Still looking like they're on the comeback. BPRO, on the other hand, got to try and set up a mini comeback of their own, right? Because they have been falling to pieces here, Danny. Again, only a few rounds. I think 3 rounds in a total of about, you know, about 10 or 15 or so. It's been a very long time since we've seen BPRO look very confident. And again, that last round was the only one where we saw it. Nordavind, on the other hand, coming back in big time into this map up. Again, as you say, 2 away from victory for the Norwegians. BPRO need 3 to try and steal it away from them. 18-18, and it will be a second overtime again. That'll be a hell of a task, I believe.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking too easy here. For BPRO, we still have to know this is in fact the map pick of the Nordavind side. They have been the ones to pick Inferno, and the second map is going to be Overpass. If there's anything to judge from this game, something tells me that our second map could also be relatively close, knowing that Nordavind, they have a history of playing Overpass. So it may not be as close as this one. I expect to see it one way or the other to be a banger of a game. But for now, we need to get back to overtime here, folks. Nordavind, they have found some success on their T side. In fact, they were able to win 6 rounds, and let's see if they can accomplish the same result on the gun rounds here of overtime. And it's even easier than that. All we have to do is pick up 2, but there has been 1 player that has definitely put a difficult time there for Nordavind on their T side. It was, of course, Denny's Law, and he is the player now who is armed to the teeth, and he's got an AWP to work with, and he's now going to peek towards the middle, but he will retreat, not going to fully commit to the B push, as some of his other teammates might try to go for.
Now, recognizing that another orb could be in play for the BPRO side, opts against it this time. Viltrex flashed in with the first frag for Nordavind, and he finds it as well. Damage being done to Cadian and Rubino, though. 5-on-4 scenario. The T's just trying to fall back a little bit. Harriet moving over to the short position. Slowly but surely, players will start to move up. Nordavind play extremely carefully at this stage. 60 seconds remaining. Dennis Law watching out for the BPRO squad. Raftu also here towards pit. Crossfire should be set alongside one of the CT forces, and Raftu will take out Tensky. 5-on-3 scenario. Nordavind still falling to pieces as Rubino and Harriet, last two players left. Kadian falls out towards the other side. BPRO, well, we're picking them apart. 17-17. We're back to evens.
Yeah, the scoreline has been evened up. And most importantly, BPRO have won themselves in a very successful manner. You know, they've shown up to be a pretty good holder at A bomb side. That's something Nordavind might have to realize moving forward, that maybe hitting the A side early on may not be the best choice. Of course, we have players like Kadian on the up, so allow him to move around the map, be mobile, and try to find some of those opening kills, because he's an operator who's definitely capable of doing so. And, well, there's a Molotov right in his face. He might have to back away just a little bit to escape the flames. As of now, banana control. That seems to be the name of the game here for the BPRO squad. They threw down a very deep smoke grenade over there, and Viltrix going to peek it out to clear things out. As of now, Nordavind, they have players right behind the smoke, but Viltrix might have to reconsider his options. But Rocking throws down that smoke, so clearly they want to continue on with the goal.
Nordavind here towards Banana. Passively taking control. As BPRO keep Denny around the corner, ready for the broken wall face. Just flashbangs in and over. Croman ready for the first contact as she shoulder baits it and gets that shot to ring out. Well, now there's one AWP player there. And incendiaries and smokes down to try and stop them from getting much further forward than this. Rocking will be on rotation to try and buy a bit of breathing room for the AWPer. 40 seconds for the hit to come through for Nordavind. BPRO now ready to receive. Flashbangs over. Denny Slaw will be forced to take another shot. Rocky sprays on the first man. Drops that bomb in the cross. Denny Slaw gets another AWP shot as well. Kadian will swing back in, and Viltrex will be dealt with over on the lurk. Look at Tensky's position. He's going to try and cut off some of the rotators. He might be able to single-handedly win this round for the Nordavind side. Bomb picked up. Zix going to try and deny it. Sprays are manic against Kadian, but he doesn't end up getting the kill. Zix rotates up. Rocky makes his way in. The bomb plant is secured. Kadian down. And Zix will be the last man standing and the last man of four. Kadian with 2 frags and 18th on the board for Nordavind. BPRO now got a little bit of work to be done because they are losing control.
It's only one round for them, basically. It's either one round being picked up by Nordavind, and we're done here, ladies and gentlemen, for this first map, or it could still be, you know, a second set of overtime. BPRO, they've successfully acquired the first round of overtime. Let's see if they can succeed here. As of now, the purchase, I mean, it is looking sublime for both squads. It's just going to come down to the individuals stepping up and hitting their shots. We do see the usual apartments push, and Tensky's not aware of it. Denny's Law with the op finds the first one, but Hara seems to be aware there could be someone in the boiler. Oh, he steps, he makes noise, and Hara goes down. This leaves now only, actually, make that only 2 more players surviving from Nordavind. This is not the start they were looking forward to. Rocking, lonesome player on the bomb side, desperately calling in for backup. Can he survive in this position? Hardly. Croman looking to gun him down, and there we go. That's the kill for Croman, and a bomb plant here for the terrorist.
1 versus 3. BPRO might still hold their own. Kadian just left to try and survive, and it's just not going to happen. BPRO will be in with a second overtime. Wow. Nordavind climbing their way back into contention here, but BPRO very clearly they're not done. They want this map. They want their opponent's pick. If they do, then we could be seeing a pretty decent affair. For Nordavind, on the other hand, though, the struggles just continue. You know, they've been struggling for most of that second half, and they've been able to get themselves swinging into a decent position. Still got some big frags on the BPRO side to deal with. Dennis Law crossing that 30 bomb marker. 30 kills to his name. Kadian only 1 frag away from doing so. So the top performers for either side stepping things up and trying to bring things home. Kill differential much tighter on the Nordavind side than it is for BPRO. I'm not sure how much that is a comment about the lower performing players of the CT side, but we'll find out as we move to our second of overtime.
But it's also a pretty cool storyline of the Bulgarian scene, how, you know, you had this very same team, this very same organization by the name of BPRO, having players like Poison in the mix, and now he's playing there in the best Bulgarian team, Wendigo. And Denny's Law seems to be another up-and-coming Bulgarian opper. I don't know what's up with Bulgaria, but they're very good at producing oppers. You've got Cirque, you've got Poison, and now Denny's Law seems to be this third player on the come up. So it's a very interesting storyline. His team, I'm not sure if they're going to be capable of still securing the first map, but just seeing this player perform so well, I'm definitely going to keep my eye on him for the future.
Second OT in this one. No spared investment at this stage. Double AWP set up for Rocking and Denny Slaw. Cadian again back in with the AWP. Nordavind trying to take an early lead here. Nice nades in from Denny. Will do a little bit of damage early on here. The AWP of Rocking going to try and do a bit more. This is at his first shot. Incendiary's down the Woodstack corner. I think that may have landed a bit awkward, but either way, he will still maintain the banana control since no one else from Nordavind is going to try and contest him. He's going to jump face as well. Very awkward unless you plan hitting a cold zero shot above the broken wall. For now, he's going to fall back and concede the tightest angle to hit. Cadian, meanwhile, looking to boost up. Corman spotted, and he does take the opening frag. The first AWPer down to BPRO.
Very nice scalp pickup. Of course, that's a banana presence here from Nordavind, but more than that, that's an MVP player. There we go, Zig's going for a bit of a spray there in return to Rubino's bullet tracers. By this point, Nordavind, I wouldn't be too surprised if they decide to keep things relatively simple. They've got the man advantage, and with such advantage, whatever bombs they decide to hit, they'll have the ability to trade in a much better manner. But I kind of enjoy this, I could say, kind of like this move here from BPRO. They realize that, yes, one of our players has died towards the B bomb side. Let's put a bit more emphasis on the B side hold, that if it comes down to this commitment, well, this could be very dire here from Nordavind. Right now, Hara up the corner. Looks like we will see the commitment here. Denny's Law is holding with the off. There's the flash coming in. It's great. That's going to force out Denny's Law out of position, but 6 from the flower pots. He's able to pick up one, and Tensky gets himself one more. Viltrex pushes on through the smoke, but of course, this only leaves lonesome Denny's Law, and he's going to push on through, and he's going to miss the shot. Rubino will make sure he does not retreat back to the smoke, and that is a victory here from Nordavind, but again, it came down to the wire. There were 3 players stationed at the B bomb set, and it did come down to the individual prowess of the Nordavind players shining through in order to secure that victory.
A couple of mistakes, I think, also from BPRO contributed to that. I think Denny should have really stalled for time rather than gone in for the kills. Overzealousness will end up costing them as they aggress this time. Rafdu and Zix straight up against Rubino. Rubino will take one, but he is traded back. Bomb dropped. Harriet also caught off guard by Zix towards the second mid position. He will be able to get the kill. 4 versus 3, favor to Nordavind. And BPRO, they're getting very, very overly aggressive this time. They are starting to get some frags back for their treble. Croman on 17 and Harriet now dead on the apartments area. 3 versus 3 scenario. The T is going to rotate up. I think BPRO have read this. I think they may have found some crucial information. Either way, Smoke's going to come up. Miltrex going to have to support and wait for backup to arrive. There is one man at the other side of the cross smoke. So he spots one player crossing the AWP, connecting more to the forward out of position, and Croman takes him down. The bomb plant should be secured here. 3v2 retake, unless Denny wants to try his chances of trying to deny it. Looks it against Croman, but Croman shuts him down. Somehow on 17 he's managed to find 2 kills, and Rocking can't even get the trade. Cadian with the final orb shot, and 20 on the board for Nordavind.
2 rounds in a row have been acquired by the Norwegian side here. On the T side, this thing they've been looking forward to not only get themselves 1, but preferably 2, because we've saw they're definitely a capable team on the CT7 Inferno. With 2 rounds being acquired, they can definitely give themselves a pat on the back. Something BPRO probably are not too happy about. Thus far, they haven't shown us too much here in the CT side of overtime, but that's the thing to be expected. Players get tired. You have to play such long amount of Counter-Strike that you begin to play it in a more simpler fashion. You begin making mistakes. That's something that experienced players of Nordavind have felt in their careers in the past. Here, Rafdu holding things towards the apartments. He's looking for a player to push on through here. And it might just be his day, as Nordavind seems to want to push his bomb set, but Rafdu gets blinded, and he's not even going to get a single kill. Zix here, however, still trying to hunt things down. That smoke grenade being thrown out. And that's just some horrible timing. Of course, the bomb will be going down for Nordavind, and it's a retake here for the BPRO side.
Denny will get one kill back at the least with the AWP. The flashbang's coming in perfectly placed to blind off all three CTs. They all try to approach. Denny boosts up with the AWP, trying to catch vision onto Harry, but I don't think he can see him. Well, either way, they will try and force the issue back, get rocking down, and take out one of the boost up players. They know that there's one more left. BPRO obviously have to go for this. They're being stalled for time. Denny can't make his way in through the Molotovs. Rabino just waits back towards short, but they're all coming in. Tensky ready for a backstab. He's not going to go for this one. Vertex moves in. Denny will also fall at the same time. Densky and Chrome with the last two frags. 3 rounds in a row for Nordavind. 3 to make up the BPRO. They are on map point.
And with them being on map point, you just gotta wonder. We have to begin talking about the second map. After playing so many rounds of Counter-Strike, practically already having played 40 rounds of Counter-Strike, you just gotta wonder what's that gonna do to the mental state of BPRO. You were up 14-6. You only have to do is just pick up the 2 rounds, and that's it. We're done with map 1. We're heading over to the second map. And in this case, well, it kind of looks like Nordavind might even secure the victory here, if I'm being honest. And if that's the case, I don't know how on earth do the BPRO guys bounce back on Overpass. Of course, this is their own map. That is their own mapping, so there is probably going to be an ace up their sleeve. But after such a tiring series, I just want to see how are they going to play it out. But for now, we still have to find out the conclusion here on the first map. As of course, 21-18. Nordavind only have to secure the 1 round, but we have seen how even with a team having the advantage can struggle closing out the game. So let's see. Maybe BPRO can make the bounce back, or it might just be Nordavind closing out the first map.
1 round to do it for the Norwegian side. BPRO, as you mentioned, 3 rounds to turn it all around. They've been looking confident when they had their T side, obviously. Let's see if it happens. 1 round for Nordavind. Doesn't matter which one, anyone will do. BPRO make their way in. Get set up. Smokes, Molotovs in, flashes over 3 players out towards that banana position, and Harry takes so much damage. BPRO, they're wrecking house on the Nordavind side. Cadian will get down 1 frag, look back in for a bit more, connects a second shot on Rocking, and drops that bomb to the fly. Versus 3, Cadian going ham, and BPRO getting wrecked left, right, and center. Rabino looking for Zix, take him down, and now it's all left to Raftu. 1 versus 3. I think it's over. I think Nordavind have got this one under their full control. The bomb out in the open. Simple shots from Cadian, closing out this one pretty effectively. And all Raftu can do is probably peek and get killed off. 60 seconds to try and make a miracle happen. And you got to imagine here, Danny, that it's probably not going to happen at all. We'll check the bomb site. We'll check coffins. And now look to check the cross, where 2 hungry CTs are waiting for him to peek up and get shut down. Picking up on the boost spot. Bomb out in the open. Molotov to try to stop the issue. And again, it all comes up to just basically nothing at this stage.
Yeah, the Raftu, he doesn't even have the bomb in his possession. He still needs to find the free CTs here, and the third one is actually pretty far away, to be honest. It's going to be a shot coming in there from Raftu. He gets the kill here on Rubino, but with 20 seconds remaining, there's still a player that's close by him. Of course, if he retrieves the bomb, he's going to have to either deal with the CT player or with the guy from Banana. Either way, it is a victory here from Nordavind. They finally secured the victory in the first map after an impressive comeback. While it's being down 14-6, they've done it, and this means that a second map will be upon us.
Indeed it will. BPRO, a good effort, but unfortunately unable to be an even better effort from the Nordavind boys as they take full control of their map pick. Overpass is up next, and that should be a very interesting one if this map is anything to go off of. We're going to go to a break, and we'll bring you the second map of our final best of 3 after this.
Loot Bet. Made for live betting.
Crack of dawn, I imagine you waiting by my doorstep. But it won't be long before I realize it's a picture in my head, in my head. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm incomplete when you ain't by my side, when you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to complete. I need you here tonight to come and represent the sheets.
We're skanking the rave. Grown with coke, no champs in the rave. Crowd go mad when the baseline drops. It's a vibes in ting, no skanking the rave.
We're skanking the rave. Grown with coke, no champs in the rave. Crowd go mad when the baseline drops. It's a vibes in ting, no skanking the rave.
We're skanking the rave. Grown with coke, no champs in the rave. Crowd go mad when the baseline drops. It's a vibes in ting, no skanking the rave.
Vibes in ting, no skanking the rave.
We're skanking the rave. Grown with coke, no champs in the rave. Crowd go mad when the baseline drops. It's a vibes in ting, no skanking the rave.